It's a nice bike. So what is up, MVA? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. I know this isn't really a channel update, but we're gonna release it on a Wednesday, so here's what is up. The April Motovlog Alliance Challenge. What is Motovlog Alliance? Well, Motovlog Alliance is one of the communities on the Amino app. If you've never heard of the Amino app, make sure you go check it out. The Amino app is very interesting, very cool. Allows you to connect with people from all over the world. And Motovlog Alliance is not only just on the Amino app, but they actually have their own website, motovlogalliance.com. And this month's challenge is simply tell your story. How'd you get into riding, you know? And I mean, what can I say? There's so many reasons that I got into riding. You know, it's one of those things that's kind of not really indescribable, but it's something that you can't always put into words. So how did I get started? Well, if you've been following the channel for any span of time, you know who Mickey Dick is. Mickey Dick was a kid I played hockey with. Didn't really always get along with back then, but a kid I played hockey with. And
is it gonna fuck up my bike if I switch this to up here?
to up where?
Like if I take this off, is it gonna fuck up just having the red part on?
Well, you need a circuit.
So no?
No, don't take it off.
Oh.
Because it won't charge. You need a circuit going to your bike. I posted one day on Facebook, anyone know where I could get a good motorcycle, or what should my first motorcycle be, or something along those lines. And he's been riding dirt bikes since I want to say he was a kid in elementary school. And he's like, oh dude, I can help you out, no worries. I was like, sweet, that's awesome. So ever since then, ever since he taught me how to ride on this bike actually, which I've had for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in this August, and it's April right now, so a few months away from it being 2 years. I've put a little over 1,000 miles on it, which I mean isn't a whole lot, but first of all, I got it in August, so that really wasn't a full season. I was only learning how to ride, so I barely ever took it out, and I stalled it a lot. And you know, when you first learn how to ride, you're not really sure. And we had why did I want to get into riding though? I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's simply because motorcycles always intrigued me. They always were something that I saw out while I was driving around, or when I was a kid, something that always was out and about during the summer. And I always loved going fast. I always enjoyed that. Now obviously not speeding or anything, but I mean, it's just so amazing being out of your comfort zone, really looking at the world from a motorcycle as you're riding at 60 miles an hour on the expressway. There's nothing like it. And when I first found motorcycling, someone told me, oh dude, you're too tall for that. And I was like, okay, I don't know what you're really talking about. And I also, when I went to Watkins Glen, I saw a Hayabusa, and tricked my grandmother into thinking that I actually won it in a competition, because it was up for a competition, but it wasn't actually something that I won. It's something that I could have won, but she didn't even know that. I sent her a text, and this was back in like 2008, 2009, you know, when you had the flip phones, and in order to take a snapshot, there was no front-facing camera. So what I did was I took a picture of it and said, look what I won, and posted it, or not posted it, because you couldn't post to Facebook from a phone back then unless you wanted to spend buttloads of money on the data. So I simply sent it to her, and I was like, hey, look what I won. And she freaked out, got a phone call immediately, got a phone call from about 5 other family members in the span of half an hour. So I'm sitting there at Watkins Glen getting phone calls, and everyone's like, you can't ride, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, you know, it's my choice, right? So that's how it all started. Now we're at the mall, so I'm going to pick this up in a minute after I'm done picking up my food. Robin. First of all, I gotta say, one of the funniest parts about Red Robin, violators will be dipped in ranch dressing. I wonder if people purposefully park there just to see if they'll dip them in ranch dressing. I'm definitely not parking the bike there to find out, right? After all that fun little prank, drama, whatever you want to call it, that was the start of my motorcycle story, and that's where it all kind of just came to fruition. And I've always kind of just thought, hey, what's wrong with having a motorcycle, right? It's honestly, believe it or not, riding a motorcycle has made me a better driver. It's made me focus more on my driving. It's hard to explain how exactly I mean that, but like shifting and all that, I don't drive a manual car, but it's really made me think and focus more when I'm driving a car. What's around me, how's it going, and all that. And the point is simply that if you become a motorcyclist, you got to enjoy being a motorcyclist. You know, it's what you do. You go out for rides, you enjoy the rides, it's fun to do, it's relaxing. Sometimes I don't just sit here and talk to myself. Sometimes I actually do enjoy the silence. I'm usually the one that breaks the silence whenever I'm with people, so I'm not really social, but awkward silences are weird. This dude keeps inching up to me on the right. Probably thinks I'm absolutely insane. That's a nice Corvette. Nice Z06 427. Nice. Dude, you're putting down so much more horsepower than I am. So that's the other thing I love about riding motorcycles. I'm not even speeding right now. I'm going within the speed limit, so is he, and we're just kind of enjoying it. But that's definitely going up on YouTube. I'm gonna actually give him a spam card and let him know. Ah, damn it. Maybe I'll get him at the next light. Who knows? damn Velcro fell off. As much as I would love to continue this, I gotta turn. Gotta go home. I'll see you later, dude. See what I mean? Like, it's just enjoyable to be a motorcyclist. You get to be so much more vocal and emotional, and I mean, I'm Italian, so I talk with my hands 24/7. If you haven't noticed, it's gonna fall out soon. I thought the spam card should work. Somehow I screwed it up. And the light just turned too quick too. I should have had it ready. So many shouldas. Maybe I'll go riding with the other guy who lives down the street. Who knows? But like, that's what it's all about. Obviously I wasn't racing him because I don't have the bike to race. This is a 600 Yamaha. It's a 27-year-old bike. I'm not gonna try to race a Corvette Z06. I will lose every time unless the guy driving the Corvette Z06 is an absolute buffoon, and that dude clearly knew what he was doing. Not saying he's a perfect driver, but just saying he knew what he was doing. So that's the challenge. Now you guys know how I came about riding, how I figured all that out, and now it's time for me to go eat. That's kind of my story. That's where it all started.